is Samantha Chadwick. The date is June 21st, 2011, and this is my presentation for the class Soc 280 on social networks. Enjoy!
What are you laughing about?
I was just talking to my exchange student. She's so funny.
Talking to your exchange student, she went home 9 months ago.
Have you ever heard of Facebook?
Facebook? What's that?
Haven't you ever heard of like social networking, like Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, MySpace?
MySpace? Is that like a storage unit?
Well, kinda. It's it's on your computer, and you can talk to people that you haven't talked to in a super long time. Like Valeria, our exchange student that we had. I can talk to her on MySpace and Facebook and all the other places.
That's very, very interesting, my little sweetheart. But back in my day, we had to write letters.
Well, with social networking like Facebook and MySpace, you can save on postage stamps. You could save a lot of money by doing that, and you can talk to all your friends and see what's going on with people across the world.
That's wonderful! That means a lot when you have all these high gas prices.
Well, Grandpa, haven't you heard anything about the things that have been going on in Egypt?
Something about some protests and some, overthrows of the government.
Yeah. And you want to know how they found out about it? They found out about it through social networking, such as Facebook.
What do you mean, found out about it? Did they, organize?
They organized the protest through Facebook. They got to send messages out to everybody around and show them what they wanted to do for their protest. And they organized it through Facebook. And it got to everyone around Egypt, so then it was successful in the end.
Well, that's strange. Why didn't they just, put it in the local newspaper or something?
Why would they put it in the paper when it spreads around so much faster with social networking?
That sounds pretty darn tootin' fascinating.
You think that's cool? You should have heard what happened in Japan.
Aw, things are always happening in Japan. What happened this time?
During the recent tsunami in Japan, people used Facebook and Twitter to let their loved ones in other countries know that they are okay and safe.
I would want to know if you were safe, I guess, if you were in a tragic accident like that.
Well, would you like me to sign you up for Facebook?
Yeah!
Oh, it's free too, and it's not a pointless social networking. It's gonna be the best choice you ever made.
Rosser has theory. His theory was bad. He defined something and nothing. George Reutzer, the author of The Globalization of Nothing, too, talked about globalization, the globalization of nothing. he defined nothing and something. Reitzer defined nothing as a social form that is generally conceived, controlled, and comparatively devoid of distinctive substantive content. For example, Nike shoes. Take Nike shoes. They are a mass-produced product that are available almost anywhere in the world. Therefore, Reitzer would call Nike shoes nothings. On the other side of the spectrum is the term something. Reitzer defines something as a social form that is generally indigenously conceived, controlled, and comparatively rich in distinctive substantive content. When explaining somethings and nothings, Reitzer focuses more on consumer goods, instead of my topic, social networking. An example of something would be a handcrafted item from a woman in India. A handcrafted item from a woman in India has a lot more meaning than, say, the pair of nothings, which are the Nike shoes. Reitzer thinks globalization demolishes the value of what was once a something. Even though Facebook is the same everywhere, in any country you go to, the Facebook page still looks the same. Even though it would be considered a nothing on Reitzer's spectrum, I would think that Reitzer is wrong. I believe that Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn are all social networking sites that have real purpose and real meaning. As seen earlier in this video with the grandpa and the granddaughter, social networking sites have great meaning. This proves that social networks are indeed somethings. Facebook was used in Egypt to gather groups to help overthrow the president. Without Facebook, they wouldn't have been able to organize it. Social networks also help businesses find employees or screen them to make sure that they are professional enough to be part of their business. This saves businesses all over the world from having to fire people. Social networks have quickly globalized. People all over the world are using sites such as Facebook, LinkedIn, MySpace, and Twitter. Social networks are continuing to grow and are extremely beneficial to users and businesses. The way social networks act as somethings helps out the world anywhere from finding a roommate to letting others know you are okay in a natural disaster.